Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? It's Tuesday. What's up with y'all? I hope y'all doing good. I'm tired. I ain't gonna cap. I'm tired for real. And you probably can hear that in my voice today. I am definitely a little tired. Cannot wait for the weekend. I probably won't get no rest, but I just might cancel everything. For real, y'all. It's week 4. It's day 3. It's Tuesday, y'all. Word of the day. You get a word of the day, definition or definitions, and then 2 conversational pieces. So I'm gonna hop right into it. I really do not want to make this long. I really don't, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. I really am going to try not to make this long. Seriously. This is what discipline means. Definition number 1: training that corrects, molds, or perfects the mental faculties or moral character. Definition number 2: control gained by enforcing obedience or order. Number 3: orderly or prescribed conduct or pattern of behavior. So I know last week, I think one of my questions was, how did the definitions relate to you? That's not one of my conversational pieces today, but I do want to go back through these definitions and kind of touch on them. So, training that corrects, molds, or perfects the mental faculties or moral character. As that relates to your life journey, that is so true when it comes to what it means to be disciplined. And I'm going to explain why when I get to the conversational pieces, because it's crazy that something just came to me just like that. But being able to correct your moral character. I didn't really look up mental faculties, but maybe that's kind of like, I'm one of the people that I don't talk about stuff that I didn't do my research on or don't know. So I didn't, and I was supposed to, but I never did. So I don't really want to touch on mental faculties. So that's something I wanted to let y'all know, because I'm not even sure exactly what that means. I could take a guess, context clues, but I want to be for sure. So I'm going to look that up when I get off. But I'm just going to touch on moral character, because I more so understand that one and can actually speak on it, know what it means. So being able to correct your moral character, mold your moral character, or perfect it, even though nobody's perfect. Training yourself to be able to do those things, correct, mold, perfect your moral character, that takes discipline. That's discipline. That's what discipline is. But just think about what it says, your moral character. That's like who you are. Your beliefs, what you believe in, your morals, who you are as a person, your integrity, all of that, your character, your moral character. So being able to, on a life journey, that's a part of changing yourself and your ways, because you're not going to be the same person you used to be. So if you used to be a person that lied all the time, you had no integrity about yourself, no truth to you, and you're going through your life journey, you have to be able to correct that problem. You have to go from not having integrity to having integrity. Sometimes, y'all, I have to like repeat myself so many times because I really be talking so fast. So when you see me like talk and use my hands, that's me correcting myself to slow down, because it's okay to talk slow. But I'm a fast talker. I don't know why I'm like that, but maybe I just feel like I just need to go ahead and get it out. I don't know. Like, it's just there, so just get it out. But yes, being able to mold your moral character, being able to mold yourself into a person with integrity, being able to perfect the act of being truthful, being able to perfect what it means to have integrity. That takes training. You have to train yourself. You have to train your mind, your mindset, your mental, your actions. You have to really, and you also really have to dig into your past. If you used to lie, or if you used to steal, or whatever you need more discipline in your life, you have to sit back and really be able to see the dark side in order to get to the light side. You have to be able to just admit, I'm not a person with integrity, but I want to be a person with integrity. How can I correct my ability to have more integrity? How can I mold myself into a person with integrity? How can I perfect those actions? So yes, discipline is very important on a life journey, because you need that training, you need that constant, consistency. Or you're going to go back to your old ways every time. You got to have that discipline. You got to have that training within yourself. Like I said, you're your own teacher. You got to be able to train yourself up like that, build yourself up like that, especially if you want to change. Especially along an ever-developing life journey, you have to be able to train just like going through tests. You're going through tests. Discipline is one of those things that you have to learn along your way to get through tests. Number 2, control gained by enforcing obedience or order. Now, I'm going to be honest and say this is one of those where when I read it, I'm thinking about something else. But on a life journey, you learn that you have to have control over your whole entire being, your emotions, your mouth, so your tongue, the things you say, your actions, the things you do. You have to learn how to have control over them. So you have to enforce obedience and order into your life. You have to know what it means to obey, even if that means obeying yourself in the things you want to better yourself in. You have to listen to yourself. You want these things, but you're not listening to yourself when yourself tells you, we want these things. And yes, that's how I wanted to explain it and say it. I want this. So you have to be able to obey the necessary things that you need to obey in order to get to where you need to go. You got to have that discipline. You got to have that order about yourself. You got to have that order about your life. That's discipline. You got to know that you can't get too emotional. You got to know that you can't take things personally on your life journey. You have to know that certain people can't go, no matter how much you love them. You have to know that some friends cannot go, no matter the history. And you got to find that balance within your emotions in order to stay disciplined with the things you know you need to get done, especially if the people are holding you back. Family, friends, romantic, it does not matter. Because you're going to need that control. You're going to need that obedience and that order in your life to keep things and people away from you. You're going to have to obey the fact that you said they cannot come. And you know they cannot come. So I can't keep mixing myself with that type of stuff, with those type of people. You have to obey that. Because lo and behold, they really holding you back from your blessings, from your abundance. And like I've already mentioned, if people don't want to change, you gotta be okay with that too. They okay with not changing, so you gotta be okay with that too. You know what you want, so go get it, go after it. Why let that dictate what you're gonna do just because somebody else wanna stay the same? As I said, soon they gonna be asking how did you, when did you, and then you got a story to tell. So for discipline, you gotta be able to have that ability to gain control over your life, over your whole being. If that means you gotta stop doing certain things, you gotta stop drinking, you gotta stop the bad habits, that's discipline. You're putting discipline within your life to better yourself. You're disciplined enough to know that you're worthy of much more than an empty bed every time. a lonely feeling every time you give yourself away to somebody, and you're left feeling lonely in the end of it all. You're going to keep repeating that same cycle if you don't add discipline to your life and really realize that you're worthy. So put in that work within yourself and allow something good to come to you. You gotta have control over everything in your life when it comes to discipline. And a life journey, really wanting to grow and change. When it comes to relation between discipline and a life journey, you gotta be able to control the body, mind, and the soul. Amen. Number 3, orderly or prescribed conduct or pattern of behavior. And when I think about that in relation to my journey, a life journey, that's a daily routine to me. That's getting things done that you know you need to get done. When you trying to change your life and you working towards better and you got plans and you got goals and you got dreams and you got ideas, you got to be disciplined about what you got going on. So that means you can't go party every weekend. You can't drink every night. You can't smoke 3 times a day. You can't hang out every other night. You can't go play cards. You can't sleep late, Lanasia. You can't sleep in late. You can't stay up late sometimes, you know? Like, it's orderly. Your day-to-day life is orderly. It's easy and it's fun and you enjoy it, but it has some order about itself because you know you got things to get done. It don't gotta be hard, but you gotta understand faith without works is dead. You gotta put in that work. You're gonna have to put work in to get where you want to go, especially if you want to be global. But like I told y'all, some of us ain't meant to be out there like that, but make a difference where you standing right now. Either way, you gonna get your blessings the way it was always intended for you to get them. Either way, you're gonna be good, no matter what that looks like for you. If you doing what you gotta do, really doing what you gotta do in your life journey to make changes within your life, you're going to get what was intended for you to have. It's already yours. Do not think you will not have to put order in your life. That's discipline. On the life journey, I'm already knowing I can't go out. I got stuff to do. But I enjoy what I'm in here doing. That's the blessing of it. Like, I skipped a night to go out just to work on my first project. And I enjoy it. I look like that's my baby. Whole heart. So it's like, it ain't like I'm dreading what I have to do. Yes, I would love to go out and have fun. But to know that this is already what I know I gotta do, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it with ease because it's something that I love to do. You gotta know how you already gotta act, how you conduct yourself, your pattern of behavior. You already gotta know that I can't behave like that no more. I can't do that no more. I can't be that no more. You gotta already know. I can't be angry no more. I can't be sad all the time no more. I'm trying to discipline myself to be emotionally healthy, emotionally available. That means I gotta work towards setting boundaries, strengthening my own emotional availability. You know? That means I gotta work towards not blowing up so fast, thinking before I react. I gotta put in that work. I gotta put in that discipline. So I just wanted to relate that back to a life journey, of course. Discipline is needed. It's important. And I'm going to be real with y'all. And I'm about to get into that. This word is for me today. I can tell y'all, I might have been good with all the other words I done had. But this word, if nothing else was for me since I started this one is for me. If it ain't for nobody else, this word is definitely for Nay. Seriously. So, first conversational piece. Are you a disciplined person? Do you feel as if you live a disciplined life according to however you're choosing to live your life? No. Oh, okay. So related to the first one, I feel like I got disciplined as far as when it comes to my moral character and my mental, my mental health. Um, I feel like I've had a lot of training since I've been healing within myself to balance out the good and the bad, the light and the dark, knowing how to be sensitive, knowing how to show empathy, knowing how to be more compassionate, knowing gratitude, knowing how I've always been a humble person, truthfully, but just, being a better person too, being a good person, like being happy, choosing joy, again, greeting people, smiling at people, smiling more, I put a lot of training into correcting my moral character. Like training myself to be a good person inside and allowing that to flow out of me. And I'm still training myself to do that while I'm healing. I can say that I have been very disciplined in that aspect of my life. Like, as far as my moral character, definitely. Control gained by enforcing obedience. I feel like I'm in a stage of this definition right now. I am truly learning to control my entire existence. Mentally, physically, which is not only physically me, but just physically with like another person, like a physical type thing. Financially, socially, spiritually, like I'm in that stage right now. That is what I'm embodying right now. Like I've been working on it and trying to get here, and I feel like now I'm truly being disciplined when it comes to my whole existence, my whole being. I'm disciplining myself, and also emotionally, if I didn't say emotionally. So physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, socially, I'm learning to discipline myself in all those areas, and it feels good. It really does. Not so much as controlling myself so that I'm not living an easy life, but controlling myself so I don't keep allowing negativity to flow into my world, a lack mindset to flow into my world, a lonely mindset to flow into my world. You know what I'm saying? And it's a part of having boundaries and also learning who you are and learning yourself so that you can control everything about you. So I'm going to give y'all an example. Physical intimacy. I'm trying to abstain from that currently, and I'm doing very well, by the way. I ain't gonna tell y'all how many months, because then y'all gonna be counting and trying to be in my business. But I've been doing good so far. But controlling myself would be, sometimes I can't even watch, like, for example, I had to stop watching Insecure. It's a great show, but it has so much physical intimacy in it that I'm like, bro, I need me some. So you have to know those things. It's a part of knowing yourself in order to gain control. Like, I know myself enough to know that sometimes I can't watch stuff with a lot of physical intimacy. But I also know myself enough to know that I can have a desirable playlist. I'm trying to talk like not too out of pocket. So I know like I can have one of those freaky deaky playlists, but I only really listen to it in the shower. And that's when I show myself love, and that's just when I'm like, again, I've already said, just loving on myself, being gentle with myself, like just hugging myself, like just showing myself that love that somebody would show me but I don't have. You get what I'm saying? So that physical intimacy within myself, but not like deep into that, y'all, like just on the outside, just hugs and anyways. Yes, so I feel like I am in a stage of my life where, yes, like with my emotions, my anger, like I told y'all, I had that moment with being angry, and I realized that I still have more to grow with my anger, but now I'm more disciplined. Just like when my brother broke my ring light, I could have been way more mad, but I found myself starting to think of ways that I could accommodate this until I went and got another one. That's another example of me just being disciplined in those areas, controlling my existence and my world, and not letting anything outside or anything negatively that comes in that from the inside, because we are negative to ourselves. So just being able to control all of that, you know. So that was just some examples. And then as far as orderly or prescribed conduct or pattern of behavior, no. That definition on my life journey, I'm working on it. You know how I said, you know, I feel like I mastered, you know, the moral character. I feel like I'm embodying the second definition of gaining control over my whole. This one, though, having discipline in my day-to-day, and then some of my behavior, my patterns of behavior, that's still a work in progress. That's still something that I'm recognizing. How about that? That's something that I'm still recognizing that I need to add to my life. And it's going to keep beating me up until I'm actually becoming disciplined and I'm actually starting to embody what that looks like as well. Day-to-day routine, not sitting my tail down somewhere when I know I should. It's like I understand that I want to be around people, and I know people want to be around me, like just like family or something like that. But you know, sometimes it really be best for me to sit still, and I'll still go. You know, so that's another thing that I want to try to work on and discipline myself on. Like, this might be my season to really sit down and really continue to get all this stuff done. And like from now until December, it's something that I'm realizing, and I'm going to keep realizing it until I'm actually, again, working on it and working on that discipline. So I give it, relating back to my definitions, which I didn't think I was going to do, I give it a yes, and a no. So it's like a, you know, in certain areas, I am disciplined, and in certain ones, I am not. But every day and every level and every phase, I'm getting better and I'm learning, and realizations are very, very important on your journey, because you're probably going to realize a lot of stuff a lot of times before you actually get it. And that comes along with, again, that's the cycles, and that's the karma, and that's the, you know, the light and the dark and the thunderstorms, you know, when, you know, you feel as if you live a disciplined life according to however you're choosing to live your life. And basically, I just answered that. I feel like I did. Yeah, I pretty much did. My moral character, I talked about that. Then I talked about the whole 5 aspects that I see out there: physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, socially, and spiritually. 6. And then I feel like financially and socially comes when the other 4 are balanced really good. So, yes, I basically just told you that I'm good in certain areas, and then there's some areas that I'm just realizing that I really, really, really need some discipline, and I really, really need to go ahead and get that right now while I'm in this season of sitting still and getting things done. Because like I told y'all, by December, it looks so different for me. It looks so new for me that I can't be still right here in December. That don't make no sense. For real. So that's why I told y'all today's word was for me, because in certain areas I'm good. Certain areas I see it where, you know, I'm definitely there, and I'm going to keep strengthening it. And then that's that last area of that day-to-day and, you know, the weekend pack. You know, like, you do something every weekend. For example, on the weekends, when I could be home chilling, I'm going. That's a pattern that I really want to break in this season, because I got stuff to do and I really need to rest. Like Monday through Friday, I'm going. So I really need and want the weekend to chill, and I keep getting up and going somewhere. So that's needing to discipline myself. Like, look, listen, woman, sit down. You got stuff to do and you need to rest. You know you need to rest. So why you keep going? So yes, I basically just answered that, which is kind of crazy, because I really did not know that I was answering that when I said I was going to go through all of them like that. And then I read the question, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't answer that. Conversational piece number 2. What are some things in your life that you want to be more disciplined in? How would that be helpful to it? And this is going to be a quick answer because literally I basically already talked about it. My day-to-day life. I want to be more disciplined on my morning routine. I gotta get that together. Like, got to. But luckily, I looked at my school schedule. That looks like it. I gotta change some stuff around because it's interfering with my job and I can't have that. But I get 2 weeks off of work soon. But also, I have to be to work by 7 all next week. So, I feel like I told y'all, this week one of my goals was to figure out what works for me as a morning routine. And it's only Tuesday, and I can tell y'all I have not succeeded. I'm gonna be real. But this word is bringing that situation full circle for me right now to the point where I'm like, yo, I really, 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 really do got to get that part together. Because I cannot afford to crash out. Not even crash out though, but it's really, really what I want. It's really, I feel like if I get my tail up, like I do what I have to do, but I literally wait till the last minute and then I'm late to work because I like to take my time. So, it's just that if I get up way before the last minute, like not even when I'm supposed to get up, but even before that, I can accomplish so much for real. And I want it to be like that. And I know, like, if I just did it, y'all, that it would flow. I know it would flow. And I know it would be great. But listen, baby, it is, for me, it's easier said than done. I'm not even going to lie. And this is my life. This is my journey. And I'm being real. Like, for me, it's very, very hard. But I'm telling you, I'm trying to work so hard on changing it. And showing myself grace because I know that I be tired. And I know, like, when my body is tired, that's just what it is. Like, in my head, sometimes, y'all, I be up, but my body just, like, we laying here. And I listen to my body. I really do. I really do listen to my body. You have to listen to your body. That's a part of healing. So I be knowing that I need that rest, but I know I really can't afford to keep being late. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to know you need that rest, but it's also like that the scales aren't balanced because late to work, getting that rest. But both are important to me, so I need to balance it. I gotta find that middle ground. And I gotta figure it out. And I gotta be more disciplined about getting up and figuring out my daily routine so that I can get more done in the morning. I was able to get a lot done this morning because I was already up and I didn't have to be to work when I needed to be to work. So that was very good. That was very helpful. But like I said, work is not only my job, but it's a priority for me. And I love my job. I love what I do. And so it needs to be balanced out. And not only that, it's my internship, so I can finish school this semester. So, yeah. Like, but when school's not bad, I don't go to work till 2 o'clock. I'm already be up in class. Probably take a nap. Probably not, knowing me. But you get what I'm saying? So, it'll be different. But I really, really, really do. Because even with school, I'm going to have to be up, So, I really want to have all this in the bag, for real. So that school, like I said, I want school to go easy. I want school to flow. So I really, really want to have this in the bag, for real. So that school can, with this YouTube and school, I'm not trying to crash out, y'all. That's all I know, because I know how I get and working. And, woo, jeez. I got to pray about it. I'm ready, though. I asked for this. I asked to be busy. When you go through stuff, that hurts you, being busy really helps. It helps you in a healthy way. I think I spoke on this before. Being busy in a healthy way helps. It helps you forget, but in a healthy way. I feel like you gonna still release those emotions. You still gonna have your days. You gonna still feel it because, of course, if you're human. I'm not a robot. But I asked to be busy so it could help me continue to let go of things. And so far, it has helped. I don't even really... It has helped. Seriously. It has also helped me get off social media a lot more too. Like, I only get up there to do what I have to do. And that's another thing that I asked for. So, I think that's great. I've already said how it would help me. I feel like I would get a lot more accomplished if that day-to-day morning routine was flowing and going more easier, and me getting through it with a smile. I told y'all I really don't really pipe up until I get in my car. I'm about to go to work and I have a great day, like, great day. But I told y'all I want to have that feeling right here and here. Like, I want to be, I'm not saying I be grumpy, but, you know, I just be chilling, you know. Good morning, smile. But I just be chilling doing everything, you know. It's when I get in my car, it's when I'm like, all right, it's about to be a good day. I'm ready. Let's get it, you know. I be hyped in the mornings on my car rides. For real. I barely listen to music. I got a short ride. I hate that, though, because I love some music. Some other things that I want to be more disciplined in. I've already mentioned that, too. I want to have more order over my conduct and my pattern of behavior. Like, I want to be able to be disciplined about sitting still. Disciplined with setting boundaries with people. Be disciplined with I'm not saying like I still have toxic ways, but I still have my ways where I'm just like, I can't help it sometimes. So, you know, that pattern of behavior, I want to be more disciplined in, you know, not, again, falling back to old ways, old patterns of behavior. Be disciplined in moving forward and embodying who I'm becoming and staying who I'm becoming, and not looking back and not turning back and not going back. I really think that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'm a little happy about it, if I'm being honest. Y'all, it's this couple out here, and I really think they're up there in age. They are, like, so precious. I see them every time I'm going walking, but I'm not walking tonight. I actually am going to go for a walk tonight and edit this video, but seriously, I be like, that is so, like, yes, walking together, yes. When I seen it, I don't think about love. I think that's very healthy. You know, in the older age, you should get out there with your person, your husband, your wife, and y'all just keep it up, keep walking together, talking, having conversations, even in the older age. I think that's great. Especially, like, just the aspect of them taking that walk together as husband and wife, just enjoying nature together. I think that's great. And I can't really say anything else about things that I want to be more disciplined about as far as my journey, because, again, moral character, basically got that down. I'm embodying what it means to have full control, full discipline over the things in my life that I need to have discipline over. And then, you know, of course, the things I just talked about, the realizations, the things I keep realizing that I need to have more discipline in, but I still tiptoe around it like I ain't got to do. And so that's pretty much it as far as what's tailored to my journey. And again, hopefully I just be more disciplined and, you know, work on my other project. And I want to start journaling daily. I've been thinking about it because I started before this and then I stopped, and I've been thinking about it, but here I go. I just don't have any time. But as soon as I get this morning routine down packed, I feel like I have more than enough time in life. This word of the day was definitely for me. I definitely got to add that discipline to the areas where I need it, because it'll be very helpful as I continue to grow and become more healthier, and as I continue to develop in my life and keep going into these next levels, into these next phases. So Guys, just be disciplined. Add discipline to your life, to your journey, in the areas that you need to add it to. It is very important. I feel like discipline is very, very important. You have to discipline yourself. And that doesn't mean you have to be mean to yourself. Because you know discipline is when you beat somebody, but you can see that I don't have anything about that in there, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the definitions. Always show yourself grace when you're trying to change for the better. When you're healing. Show yourself grace. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't discipline yourself in a hard or harsh way. Discipline yourself in a way that's going to help you to continue to become a better person. Do what you know you need to do. That's having discipline. Doing what you know you need to do. Getting it done. Adding that order. Having that training within yourself. Building yourself up in order to correct. In order to mold. In order to perfect. Make it better. Having orderly behavior about yourself. Patterns of behavior. Being able to have yourself in order when it comes to how you conduct yourself. Discipline is a huge part of growth and development. So, I love you guys. I love you guys. Be great. Y'all stay safe out here. I'm big on that one. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. Thank God. Thank your mama. Say no. No, for real. Show gratitude, y'all. Show kindness. Show love. Show compassion. Be humble. Be patient. Be gentle with people. Just be good to people. Show love. Be light. Be you. Be you. It's already somebody else out there. Why would you want to be somebody else? There's already somebody else out there. Be you. Whatever that looks like for you. Don't let nobody tell you what it is to be you. Like, you gotta be doing this, you gotta be doing that. Society don't got nothing to do with you and how you live your life. Live your life however you want to live your life. But in a good and a healthy way. In a way that's gonna better you. So that better can come from you. Better can flow from you. So that better is received by you. So, y'all have a lovely, lovely Tuesday. Thank you guys.